So let me start here. I want to say I am not for any reform. Reform is the incorrect word to use. If all we are looking for are reforms, then we better just stop, because that's what we got when we repealed the old Kanu constitution. We got a constitutional reform. Did it bring us liberation? No, it didn't and couldn't, because reforms are like a fresh paint on the same old surface, and or like hanging curtains on the same old windows, and the structures of the house remain the same. If it is defective, it will continue to be defective. If the house is falling, it will continue to fall, no matter how expensive curtains you hang on it. So we don't need curtains. We don't need paint. We need to demolish the entire structure and rebuild and build a new structure that is pro-people, that is pro-African, that vests dignity. At the core of it is dignity for an African. The last week, and I encountered it probably yesterday, but one, there was a big controversy over a Russian who purportedly came to Kenya and went to Ghana and slept with many women, maybe 600, maybe more, and he recorded them and then he posted them. And people were angry. And I'm saying, look, what do you expect when you've lost value? The African value, the dignity of an African is completely lost. We lost our culture. We no longer value, we no longer have pride. We no longer value our virtues. We no longer consider ourselves as human beings. We worship money. So you don't expect anything much to come out of that group of people. It's not just the women. It's the men too. It is the entire society is rotten. And the entire society is trying to run away from itself. So what we need is a complete overhaul of the entire ethos. Our cultural way of life has to be transformed so that we go back to the original values that we had. And when it comes to the economic system, we dismantle the current economic system so that we introduce economic systems that value us as human beings and that are going to protect our resources and utilize them for the well-being of everyone. That's what we need. And we are going to introduce a political system that looks at our participation substantively, qualitatively, not just in terms of how many occasions or events did you hold. Like, for example, I'll give you a quick example, which is controversial, but I will give it. The rally people are cheering that happened in Kitengela is empty. Because if I ask you, what is it that they talked about regarding your values, regarding your way of life, regarding transforming your life, regarding the ideology, regarding the system that we had? Zero. People are just dancing and people are excited, but beyond that, there is nothing. These are not different from Ruto's. The rally that you had it in Kitengela or that you had yesterday by Rigiji in Masailand are not different from Ruto's rallies. Because at the end of it, people are talking about nothing. It's not like what we are discussing today. They are not discussing these things. A lot of these people are in parliament. And they have been in parliament, some of them, for more than 30 years. Like James Orengo, for example. Did he introduce one legislation that is supposed to transform this system to what I am talking about? No. What prevented him? Nothing. Some of them are governors, like him, for example. What has he done in Siaya County that shows us that if you gave him more power to the national level, he would transform this system for the benefit of us. Zero. Many of these parliamentarians, what have they even done to deal with corruption within parliament itself? Zero. Within parliamentary committees? Zero. What have they done since the Gen Zs were assassinated and massacred in 2024 to bring justice to the victims and survivors? Zero. What have they done, for example, to bring back money that have been looted from our taxes and our resources and stashed abroad? Zero. What have they done even to try to impeach Ruto, for example? It might fail, but have they even tried? Have they tried to bring a motion of impeachment against Ruto and then it fails? Then they use that to mobilize the people towards transforming the system. No, they're not interested in that. They want to inherit the system the way it is, exactly the way it is, so that they can continue doing what Ruto is doing. That's all I can surmise. Because you ask yourself the question, are they not able to think about what I am talking about? Yes. So if they're able to think about what I am talking about, why haven't they done it? And yet they have power. When they went to the rally, they drove government vehicles, public vehicles, fueled by the public. The security that accompanied them were police officers holding guns. And the speakers they were using, the microphones and the loudspeakers, most of it were requisitioned by public funds. So they are actually using our money to go and dance on top of the vehicles and unveil no alternative manifesto. And that is disappointing as far as I'm concerned. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. I really appreciate that. And I know many people have a lot of questions, and we want to do it that way. And what you have said cleanly, we don't just need reforms. If it is reforms, we have a new constitution that is not even implemented. People are just saying that we have a right constitution. And I know you are consistently talk about this in all Kenyan institutions, and that's why we don't see things are running. Corruption is still there and everything. But I want to give my co-host now to ask question, and those who are joining today on Pressure Point, we have Dr. Miguna. We are trying to tackle the state of the nation and way forward, way forward. And when you have a mic, please, if the co-host or say that 3 minutes, 5 minutes, that's it. That will be okay, because for us to save time and also to be factual with the Daktari.